reading the bill list at that point, trying to make sure that all the bills are on.
Wow, you're cutting it close.
There's a few that I have questions.
Want to ask questions
raise
now?
the yeah, remember when we talked
Yeah.
about not waiting
No.
for the meeting so that there could be answers?
I got the answer. But I can make a comment.
So your questions are answered?
No, I got the answer on the 14th, on the carpet design. Remember that bill which we passed on the carpet design for the library? Since we pulled that off, I didn't know paying $17,000 for carpet design was appropriate this time. That was pulling the bill on. We pulled the project off. So we already paid the contractor the $17,000 for the carpet design. Did you see the carpet design there?
I would gather
That was
it's
good.
not entirely an accurate representation of that.
I'm just asking what you're asking me.
I'm asking you your questions and answers about the bill list.
Mark and I talked about
So
it.
you're good. So you won't need to do it.
Well, I'll have some comments about that downstairs.
Do you have any questions for, I mean?
Oh, I'll have some
actually-
comments about the carpet downstairs.
But no
I don't know
questions.
which one
No.
Carrie has a question.
Question, which one?
The carpeting, I'll discuss that downstairs.
Okay, and I'd like to offer the resolution number 5 for someone else.
Oh, no. Do you want to?
Your problem?
Not that I know.
Okay, so are we good? Okay, every agenda item has somebody associated with it? Okay, so let's move on to our upstairs discussion item. Appointment of municipal auditor. Mark, you want to talk about that?
Yes.
First, you want to join in discussion, or?
Sure. The first issue I want to talk about is the appointment for the 2011 auditors. 2010 auditors. The first thing I wanted to talk about, as I alluded in my memo that's sent out to you, is really a question of policy from our previous meeting that we talked about the auditor's conduct. I just wanted to get council's feelings. I had an idea of whether the rotation of auditors is a policy that the council would like to follow in terms of just for the purpose of rotating auditors. I would also like to bring to the council's attention that that's an issue, kind of getting a new look at it. There is some alternative ways of doing that you may want to consider. That would not require us to move auditors. What we can do is actually have the auditing firm rotate the person actually doing the audit, which should give you always a kind of a fresh look at the audit. So I just wanted to get council's where you were in terms of that policy.
Well, given that we've had the current auditors for what, something like 25 years?
Yes.
Over 20 years, and given that there's discussion in the legislature about requiring, mandating towns to change auditors, the fact of the matter is we've only got 2 years left on our term. So the fact that we say it should be turned over every 5 years, the next council in 3 years from now, 2 years from now, can decide no. So all we're doing is making a decision as to whether we want to change right now. It's no secret that I want to change right now, and we have several very good firms to choose from. Again, it's no secret that I have a preference for one of the 3 firms because I've worked with that firm now for 6 years. They're the school auditors. I've had very good experience with them. I think they're highly qualified. They've answered all my questions about school auditing issues in general, financial issues. And I just had 6 years of very good experience with them. So I would like to see them appointed. The next council can decide to overturn it in 2 years, that's fine. But I think that with our emphasis on finances, understanding finances, budgeting issues, I would like to have someone I can talk to. We've put in our RFP the ability to, one of our requirements that we be able to talk and discuss with the auditors, and I think he would answer council questions. And so I think that this candidate is exemplary. I suppose I could have gotten all sorts of recommendations from the school. I mean, he's West Orange's auditor, he's our school board auditor.
If I
To that.
If I could, just as a matter of discussion, I don't want to get too far into talking about the individuals, since it's a contract that we're negotiating, we can talk in executive more detail. I was looking more of a policy issue.
I didn't mention it.
But can I jump in just from a policy standpoint? My thoughts are that certainly I'm interested in weighing the pros and the cons, but I think that for me to have a policy that was just based purely on somebody's personal past experience or something like that is something that I would not want to move towards, because then to me we're limiting and actually there's serious bias against other people out there. So in my mind, if we're going to look at this and decide that we want to open up the process, then it has to be an open and inclusive process, and it has to be a search that's going to give us the largest and most extensive search. And certainly, and I respect your opinion, and I
He's
know
done
you've
that,
had.
to my understanding.
Okay,
He's done that.
so within that realm, I just don't, because from your standpoint, well, you've had personal experiences. It's not that I don't respect those, because I do respect them. I'm just saying that I would not like to think that that's how we're going to select.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
You know what, as you're talking, and I think one of the things, just based on your concerns, is having someone that you can actually have a conversation is, I'm going to make a suggestion that maybe we bring, I think the top three in, we have some conversation with them.
Excellent idea.
Well, with the council, and that way you get a better idea of the field.
And this is to do this for this year?
Next year. It is this
We
year.
would be
It is-
starting it for.
But they don't start.
They don't start till
January.
January.
December, January,
Yes.
so.
Okay.
But he has done an elaborate.
We did do an
he
audit.
an audit.
So you
You
did
had
the
6.
national search already.
It wasn't a national. We
You did a
advertised for
local
it.
search.
It'd have to be a New Jersey firm. You have to have an RMA certification, which is only in New Jersey.
Okay, see, and I don't know, that's what I'm saying, I'd like to weigh the pros and the cons versus, no, I have all that information, but the pros and the cons versus, getting someone new versus sticking with somebody old, and then keeping, like what you said, keeping the same firm. So if somebody can articulate what the benefits of getting a new firm would be versus keeping an old firm and switching a new person.
The issue really comes down, as far as I'm concerned, in terms of the policy, whether there's a policy of switching the auditors or not, that's usually based on the fact that what people like to say is, you should have some type of, some new eyes looking at your books every once in a while. That's usually the reason, the only reason I can think of, besides price or some other issues that you can have, of really changing your auditors. Now, there's 2 ways of doing that: switching the firm itself, or doing the rotation of the actual person. So if you have new people looking at it, and they don't get a comfort level over time. So there's 2 ways of getting to that. Usually what the end is for changing your auditors. What I'm going to suggest probably the best thing to do is, why don't we bring the firms in, you can have a chance to talk to them, you have a better idea of who they are.
Very good, very good.
I would also want to caution us about personal recommendations for things. I mean, given that we have accusations that the manager and the mayor got a report from Beneke Economics, and we got the report that we paid for as if the personal recommendations or connections were part of that. I don't think there's any truth to that whatsoever, but I think that personal recommendations, when you're talking about things like financial matters,
Who is this on the
shouldn't
word
be part
for,
of it.
because I'm not privileged to whatever you're talking about.
Montclair Times.
Oh,
So
okay.
anyway, I think I would also be a caution to the personal recommendation issue.
I would say there's probably, and Alan, can you help me out here, a legal issue in terms of the public contracting law? I mean, if you're, bidding out professional services, stating that one council member has a relationship with the firm is not the highest aspirations of bidding.
Excuse me, who said that? Who said that?
You did, haven't you
I
been
did
at
not.
this meeting?
I did not.
Or you certainly didn't say anything
I said
indicating
I
that
have-
you were
I
standing
did
to gain
not.
financially or anything.
I did not say I had a relationship, I said I
You
had
said for
meetings
6
with him.
years you've
and
had a
he's been helping.
relationship
No, I
with them
said
and that they've
He
answered
says
every
they're
question
auditing,
you've asked.
he said they're auditing the board of ed, and he's had